Hello, my glorious lot. It's Gran here with another episode of my vintage story from Grimer's Vintage Story server. Now then, I cannot go any further without saying a massive thank you to everybody that has subscribed to my channel so far. Because on Christmas Day, you got me to 1,000 subscribers, and I can't tell you how chuffed I am at that. For my little channel, that is a humongous achievement. And I'm so chuffed that you've all stuck with me this far. And I hope to keep uploading content that you'll enjoy for many, many more episodes to come. So that said, let's get on with the episode, which today is all about furnishings. Now then, as you know, I have been playing on the Rusty Gear server, and it is heavily modded. And there are one or two client-side mods that I've found really, really useful that I've recently started using. And one of them is this HUD. And as you can see, it gives you quite a bit of useful information. I've found it quite helpful in game, and if I didn't want it on here, I'd have to keep switching it off and turning it on. So I thought I'd leave it on, because I don't mind it. It shows you the year, the date, the time, what's happening with the weather, and what rift activity is, and how many players there are online. And as you can see, there's just me on at the moment. I don't understand this corner little bit here. I need to find out a little bit about that. But I know when it's a valid house, it shows you a picture of a little house. So instead of opening up my character screen every time I want to see what time it is, like that, it's on the screen all the time. I quite like that. Yeah, I quite like it. There are one or two other mods, client side, that I might use as well. But I'll tell you about those when I use them. What have I got in here? Okay, so it is 5:51, 5:52 now. So obviously I don't need to sleep. And what have I got in my inventory? Oh yes, last time I was on I had a temporal storm. So I weathered it out in my bunker and I got a double-headed drifter. Look at that, a temporal gear and some rusty gears. I shall be spending those, the time is coming. So I can't hear any bears or any wolves, so that's good. Oh, and look over there. The lake is starting to thaw. Look at that. Nice. So it's soon going to be spring, and we're going to have green all around us. Oh, I can see Nebris's tower over there, look. That's so neat, it really is. Nice. Okay, let's go over to the house and see what's occurring. Oh, actually, I need to see what's happening in here. I've got a bucket. Let's see if we can do any milking. Let's have a look. Actually, have we got any lamb? Oh, we've got quite a few lambs, actually. So, who's been lambing? Have you all been milked? That would be good, wouldn't it? Look, can be milked. Can I milk it now? Don't push, don't push. Nice. Very nice. I've only got one bucket on me though. I think I'm going to have to go and make some more. I can see you looking at me. So you can be milked too. You can be milked and you can. Oh, I've got to go and make some buckets. Here we are. Oh, my kitchen. I cooked in there last time if you remember. Nice. Oh, and in here I put in some pictures. Look, 2 pictures. And they made it feel so homey. I want to finish the rest of it. I really do. I want to finish. I want to see it all done and dusted. I really do. Now, I got a bit distracted because I've been looking at stuff. And I want to put my Gamboy's armour here so that when I'm going somewhere, I can remember to put it on because I keep forgetting it. So I'm going to put this... Oh, actually... No, the last time I tried to put this on, it changed my hat. So let's just take that off, or my helmet, should I say. And let's put the whole of it in, because I don't know if it does it for all of it. There we go. Right, so let me pop that on there, yeah. And we'll pop this one on here. And those down there. Nice, look at that. Now then, I've got my buckets. Let me see. Now, which one did I do? They might have all moved before. No, that one can be milked, it says. So, let's have a go. Oh, stop pushing! I won't be able to do it if you're pushing. Oh, dear. Right in front of me. There we go, that's one. Now let me see. Lactating for 18 days. Oh, it doesn't say it can be milked, so I think I milked that one earlier. Can I do that one? No, that's the same one, isn't it? I think. There should be... Let's have a look. Come on, out of the way. I don't want you butting me. Yeah, I've done you. Let me just separate these out. I hope it's not because I've... No, it's definitely not you. Oh, you. I can do you. Nice. Okay, so we've got that one as well. And I should be able to do one more. And then if I wait till I can do them all again, that's almost a whole... Oh, there. That's almost a whole barrel full, isn't it? So if one of these little ones could grow up to be a U, then I could fill a whole barrel at once. Nice. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4. All lactating. Nice. And that ram that wants to butt me, I can tell. So, there we go. Nice. Right, so there's 20 litres in there. Let's get these in. With another 30, that will be another full barrel. And this one. And this one. There we go. That's 50. That's nice. Now I just want a couple of these pickled carrots. And we'll put that into curdlet. Let's pop that in there. Pop that in there. Right then, so now I would really like to start seriously decorating and furnishing this house. And I'm going to start in this room. I'm going to start in the living room. And I would like to incorporate some wallpaper in here, but I did make a recess underneath the windowsill here to give it a little bit of depth. And I don't know how problematic that is going to be. I mean, I don't really know how wallpaper behaves because I've never had any, so I need to buy some of that and see how it behaves on the walls. I'm hoping that's not going to be a problem, but I could always fill that in and bring out the windowsill instead, and that would give it a little bit of depth, wouldn't it? So I could do that, and that's not a lot of work, so, you know, that wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, I could do that. I want to have some curtains in here as well. And I don't know if the wallpaper goes around the corners actually either, whether it has to be just flat. Anyway, I need to go and choose some materials. Okay then, so I'm going to concentrate on the settee first. I think because that's quite an important part of a living room. And I've got this slate rock, and I think it's the nearest thing I can find to what looks like leather. So I'm going to use this, and I'm wanting a settee that's sort of like a Chesterfield suite. That sort of look. So I think that'll need filling in, and I think I'll have to chisel the bottom part of it. So I'm going to have two widths for the arms. So the back obviously will need to be the same. So I'm going to do that there. And I'm going to chisel all that out. 1, 2, and that there. And then 1, 2, and that out there. So I'm going to chisel this out. And I'm hoping to make it look quite homey and comfortable to sit on. I think. I'd like to anyway. But we'll see how it goes, because I've never done a settee before. And I think I'm going to have to chop some of this back, because that looks too deep to me for a comfy settee. Can I take that off, do you think? I think that probably do okay. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, I think so. I'll go back to this one and take this out. Right, okay, that's looking not too bad. I think I'll have to put another block on there because I think the arms and the back needs to come up a bit further. But I want it to look like it's got a cushion on it. So I'm going to, when I click the right thing, I'm going to take out just the smallest amount around where I think the cushion should be, and I think it's round about there. I'm going to take that all the way to the back, I think. There we go. Let me just take this round the back. Whoops. There we go. And I want to divide it into sort of like a 3-seater. So if I take if I sort of like... Okay, I've done a bit of counting and it's going to be a 4-seater, not a 3-seater. So I'm going to take that up there. There we go. And I'm going to do the same for this side as well. And then I'm going to have another one down the middle. Okay, it's not exact, but I think it gives a good representation. And I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that amount out at the back here, just to give it a little bit of depth all the way around as well. Oh no, I've taken too much out there. There we go. Now I want the arms a little bit higher up. So I'm going to put these extra blocks on top and chisel it down to where I think the height should be. And I think it's important to do this because I'm going to add something on top of the settee, and unless I have these blocks higher than where I'm going to add something, I won't be able to add it, of course. So I think you'll know what I mean when I get to doing that. But I think at the moment I need to take these top bits off around here, all the way around. This bit here doesn't fit there. That's it, and another one there. Just take all these off here. There we go. And take that down to there. There we go. Now that is still too high, so I'm going to take probably half of that again off, which will be this one. So that's a full block there. So I want that on, so I'm going to take another sort of quarter of the block off, if you like. And that's looking like the height that I'm thinking of. Okay, now I'd like to round off the backs and the arms. So I'm going to do that the same all the way around. I don't think that one chisel there is going to be enough. I think I'll need to take one a bit further down and a bit off the top as well. So let's just take that one off. Whoops, missing a few there, and there. And take another one off the top. Oops, there we go. Yep. And I'll take that last one off in a minute. Just get this one off. I just want to see if this is going to look okay. Oh dear, I'm going chisel mad there, aren't I? Oh, I thought I'd taken another one off, actually I haven't. So let's go back with this one. There we go. Yeah, I quite like that. I'm going to do that all the way around. Let me take that one off. Right. Right. So I've just got these end bits to do now, and I think I'll use the same principle for these end bits. So I'm going to take that off, and a bit further back there. Yeah, I quite like that. I sort of chiselled a little bit more than I wanted to there. You have to watch out when you've got chisel blocks on the other side of where you're chiselling. I think I'll take this down here as well. Whoops. That one. Okay. And this on the corner here. Oh dear, that's going all over the place. I just can't chisel fast enough, that's the thing. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that's looking okay. I need to do it on the inside now as well, so that it looks sort of rounded all the way around. Well, this is where the temporal instability around this place gets a bit annoying. When you want to do this work and you've got this noise going on all the time. So I need to eat as well. So I'm just going to go and restore my temporal stability and have a little nibble as well. I wonder how far I can get with this chisel. Just standing here. Can I get right to the other side? Can I get down there? Still going? No, lost it there. That was a long way though, wasn't it? There we go. Right. Okay. So the next thing I would like to do, and I'm going to concentrate on this arm here to show you what I'm going to do with it. But first I need to go and get some white blocks, and I think I'm going to use chalk for that. So let me go and get some of those. So what I'm going to try and do is create an antimacassar on this arm, and then I'm going to put some on the backs and the other arm of this settee. Antimacassar is like a decorative piece, although it did start off as a decorative piece. It was to help prevent the oil that men wore in their hair from getting on the furnishings. So they were called antimacassars, and I'm going to try and do one on here. Whoops, I need to put another white one on there. I'll have to keep adding these as I go over the different blocks. So I'm just going to put the basic shape, and I've got to think that this is probably crocheted or something like that. I think crocheting probably was the most common way to produce this. Let me just, I want this to come out the top, come out of the top there first, so I'll have to do the bottom bit and then sit one on the top to get it out there. That's it, and then the one underneath that needs to go in between it, so it looks like crocheting. So let me just pop that there, and that's easy, and I want another one there. There we go. And I'm going to carry on like that, so it looks like it's draped over the arm. There we go. And probably one more, maybe. Oh, I need another white block there. Okay, I'm just getting the basic shape on the inside, but I am going to change that a little bit, but I just want to get this basic shape over the arm of this chair if I can. And I want a border going all the way around, because you would have that on a piece of crochet work, I think. There we go. And that wants to be, let's have a look. Does that look right? Let me just put these up there. I'm not quite sure about that. Let me finish this on here. I'm not sure. I think this should come up a little bit more on the inside there. Maybe this one, I think. I'm going to bring that up there. Right, let's see what that looks like. Whoops. Wrong place there. That one there. This needs to come all the way around there, and I want a thick border around that, so I'm going to double up on some of those areas. Oh, I need another white block on this bit here. Oh, I can't... Oh, it finishes there, doesn't it? So I need a white block down here. And one there as well. That looks like a bit of a waste, really, because we're only using these side edges, but that's the nature of chiselling, I'm afraid. Right, I'm going to need to take those out there because I need an extra block on there. I was trying to make that come down to the extra bit that I put in the bottom, but that's not going to work at all. I need a block there. Okay, let me chisel that down. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now, before I do anything else with that, I want to mark off the other side so I get it in exactly the same place. So I need to do a little bit of counting and a little bit of repetitious work here. Right, I've been at this a whole day and a whole night. I've been out and I've milked the sheep again. And I'm just finishing that off. And I think that might be just as much as I want to do on there. I think I quite like that. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And I can just imagine myself coming in here and curling up in the corner here with a good book. And probably from here, I'd want a light source. Sort of like maybe a tall standard lamp. Just here. So that's what I'm going to do in this bit here. Now I'm thinking this is the right height, so all I need to do is... Oh, I thought I could put... I'm sure in the last series I put things on top of my chisel table. Okay, I think I'm going to have to hang it from an upper block. Put that in the wrong place. Let me get rid of that. Right, there. Now for that to make sense, I'm going to have to use the bottom voxel of that block. And then I'm going to have to disguise it. Now I need to surround the whole bottom bit, but I'll have to start there so I can get this on properly. I don't think I can do this any other way other than surrounding the whole of that lantern. I don't need to surround it all the way around the top, I just want this bottom bit surrounded. Right. Now, a load more chiselling. And I'm aiming for a nice, pretty, lacy lampshade. Well, we'll see. See how that turns out. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Oh, I can still see the lantern underneath there. I'm going to have to bring that frill further down, and I'm just wondering whether my iron lantern might look a bit better in there rather than the copper one. Let's get this out and put that in. Oh, I need it a bit straighter than that. Let me try that again. There. Well, that looks a bit better, but I can still see the bottom of it. So I'm going to have to make this frill a little bit longer. Let me just play around with this, see what I can do. And I think I'd rather have that as a full line. I don't know, it's just not working for me. So I'm just going to put that across there. I think that's better. Oh, look at that one up there. What? Oh no, it's not that one. I need to make it that one. There we go. Now for this top bit here, I'm going to try and put a little bit of a lacy bit on top as well. So, I think I'm going to start here. So you can't see it from the bottom, I'm going to have to bring that out a bit. Which will add a bit of depth anyway, so that's not too bad. Let's have a look. Now, if I bring that down, would that look a bit like a tassel? Not sure. Let me just see what this looks like. Right, let's see now. Huh, no, I don't like that. I don't like that at all at the top. I think it's too long actually. Let me nibble a bit of that off and see what it looks like with it being a bit shorter. Okay, I think that looks better. Let me just finish this side. There we go, I quite like that. That's turned out quite nice. I quite like that a lot. I would like a little bit more disguise underneath. Can I do something under there? I wonder. Let's just see if I can do something under there. So this should come up this way, and I think that should do it for the underside of this. I think. Can I just get those off there, and then? Oh, noises, noises. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I quite like that now. Oh my goodness, that took a long time. Now, I need a sideboard. And I'm going to put it just behind the settee here, and I'm going to use walnut. No, let me just move that. That's went the wrong way. Okay, so I think this will be the last big piece of furniture in this room, I think. So let's see what I can do with this. Right, now I want it to look like it's got drawers and cupboards in this. So those are what I'm going to concentrate on next, I think. Right, let's have a look. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I quite like that. I think that's all I want to do with that at the moment. Now, the other thing I want to do here is probably put some curtains up. Now, I want to create quite a thin curtain pole here. So, let's see. I'm thinking this stacked bamboo might look quite good here because it has vertical stripes in it. So what I've got to try and get to do is to try and get it look like it's folded. Oops, I need to put another one there. And I need to think of what I'm going to put on the end, although that's a simple thing really. It's not going to be very fancy. Now I'll need to bring these down as far as that block will allow me, so I can see what it's going to look like. Oops, no, that's wrong. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Oh, it looks like curtains. It does. Just missed one there. Oh, yeah. But that's going to take me quite a while, is that? I think. That is very fiddly work. Wow. Yeah, that's what I want it to look like. Well, this is taking me quite some time. And I want it to look right, so I'm just going to come back and nibble away at this as often as I can until it's done. And I think I'll just take a little bit off the bottom there. There we go. That looks better. So in the next episode, I'm going to be visiting some of the traders to see what things I can find to make this room look warm and cosy and lived in. So take care everybody, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.